We can hear the crowd there getting a little bit frustrated. I think it's important that perhaps the crowd can get behind them in the next 45. And as I've just said there, there's 45 minutes left, so they've tried...
Be too pessimistic, in other words.
No, that's right. They've tried to be patient. They're working extremely hard, and hopefully they'll perhaps be feeling be feeling tired now, you know, and we'll get a little bit more room there. If we can get Laudrup on the ball even more, you know, he's trying to provide Mark with the ammunition there. Unfortunately, I think he'll be a little bit disappointed with one or two of his crosses hitting the first man. But I think there's the key.
Okay. Mo, I mean, Gascoigne, we said beforehand he was going to be a key man. He had a great free kick opportunity early on, didn't he? But a great save from the keeper.
Yeah, we know he's renowned for that. He's hit a great free kick and the keeper's made a magnificent save. But for me, I think the way that they're playing at the back, they've got 5 men at the back and not one of them are breaking. Like, the 3 central defenders aren't breaking forward for me enough. I think obviously Walter maybe look at that for me, maybe bring Ali McCoist on, take one of them off.
Laudrup and Hateley, we thought they'd combine well, Gary, and they did. A good cross from Laudrup. Hateley unlucky here.
Yeah, well, it's meat and drink really this for Mark. As I say, it was a good cross. Mark got across the defender there and couldn't quite get enough on the ball. A little bit unlucky there.
We mentioned Gogic, the Yugoslav who's become a Cypriot, Mo. By Jove, he looked a good player.
Yeah, he looks as if he's leading the line really well, and he's getting in behind them, as you can see here. Okay, I don't think he'll be too happy with his finish, but for me, he's caused them big problems.
Yeah, he looks a player all right. Laudrup again combining well with Hateley, but I mean, Hateley's got to do better, hasn't he?
There's not an awful lot there around him, as Morris has said. They're playing sort of 3 centre-halves. And we've seen Stuart McCall dropping off and getting the ball off them. But if we can see maybe the centre-halves coming out with the ball, leaving Stuart a bit farther upfield, and that will leave the opportunity perhaps for 1 or 2 players to get around Mark. Gascoigne was there then.
So Big Mark's getting good knockdowns, and normally McCoist would be there for end product. And what you're seeing is Big Mark's the one who's going, he's flicking him down, but nobody's there at the moment.
And Gascoigne again came close with a header, but he looks the part. He's so involved, but you know, just not getting on the goal line.
Well, I think what you're seeing, this is a great knockback, but again, there's no one there to follow it up. I think the balls are coming in from too deep. They really need to go to the byline and get it cut back and see who's there then. All
right, well, we'll be going back to Ibrox shortly for the second half of Rangers against Anorthosis Famagusta. The Big Match Live continues in just a couple of minutes. Half-time at Ibrox, remember, is Rangers 0, Anorthosis 0. And really, Mo, Andy Goram has been the saviour in that first half, hasn't he? Some tremendous save. This one from Todorov.
Yeah, it's great to see Andy back. He's had a difficult time lately, but the 2 saves he's made have been outstanding. This is a great save. He's palmed it away out of the shot too. He's palmed it away out of the danger. That's a magnificent save.
So he saved them there, Gary, and then in time added on after the first 45 minutes, he did it again from a rifle shot of a free kick.
That's right, yeah, deep into injury time. The boy struck it well. There was a lot of bend on the ball. Here we see it now. It must be a good 35 yards out. And again, good palm, and saw it safe. But obviously they couldn't afford to lose anything at that particular time of the game.
Yeah, so how is it going to change then, Mo? How's it going to go Rangers' way in the second 45?
I think they've got to go with a flat back 4 and bring Coisty on. That's the way I would go. Because obviously you get the boy Stephen Wright and Robertson pushing on, more chance of goals with Big Mark knocking them down and Coisty being there.
And you're worried that the crowd's on top of them now?
Yeah, the crowd. I don't think the crowd have done them any good at all. It's taken them, I think, 32 minutes for them to start singing. And for me, letting a European tie, it's always going to be hard, and they should be the 12th man.
Yeah, you'd agree with that, would you, Gary? The crowd have a lot to do.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, they've been reading about this tie for an awful long time now, and I think they thought it perhaps was over before it started.
They get impatient. I mean, you know these supporters.
Yeah, it can be very difficult. You know, it is. The players know how. The players get frustrated, and the crowd perhaps don't help. They tend to rush passes, but if they can just get behind them, as they perhaps will do now, hopefully, then we'll see a different Rangers.
The teams are coming out back at Ibrox. Gary, you made the point. You're hoping that Anorthosis will become a bit fatigued in the second 45?
Well, it worked ever so hard at the back, yeah. Very, very quick on the break, but hopefully they will do, yeah, because you know, obviously I want to see Rangers go through.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to win tonight then, Mo?
Well, going with my predictions, I don't think so. I predicted them last year. I predicted them tonight. Obviously, if they maybe come out, fancy their chances, maybe Rangers can score.
Okay. All right, well, let's now go back to Ibrox, where it's 0-0, and rejoin Jenny McNee.
Welcome back to Ibrox, everyone. And Rangers have decided to make a change, sending on Gordon Jury. They've taken off Brian Reid, so they're going to a flat back four, which seems more sensible against this Cypriot team. And Ian Ferguson, McCall and Gascoigne in the middle of the field. Loudred and Hateley there, and Jury just out of your picture. So Walter Smith has gone for the kind of lineup that may have produced the goods in the first half, or certainly more firepower up front. There's no doubt that Hateley was lacking support in those opening 45 minutes. Well, Anorthosis have won 3 of the last 4 European ties, so they're not lacking in confidence. They beat the Bulgarians of Shuman home and away, and then they beat Atletico Bilbao 2-0 in Cyprus before going down 3-0 away from home. Here's Jury getting an early touch. It's Ferguson to McCall. It's Jury. And it's Kyriakov again doing some good defending. So without Rangers will be well wound up by the manager's half-time salvo. Loudred playing it through to Robertson. Throw into Rangers. This is Goff. Ivan looking for Hateley, but the flag had gone up just below us. Well, it's amazing to think that the majority of these Cypriot players, certainly the home-based ones, earn something in the region of £15,000 a year, which is hardly a week's wages for Paul Gascoigne. But the likes of Gogic and the Bulgarians, they will earn up to 80,000 tax-free. So there's a real gulf in the Anorthosis pay structure. But, Rangers with a lot of big reputations and highly paid players out there who have a lot to prove tonight. 0-0 here at Ibrox Stadium. And the return looming in a fortnight's time at the Papadopoulos Stadium, which is a tight, oppressive place, with the supporters right in around the playing area. And after watching that first half, if Rangers could even win 1-0 tonight, I don't think they'd be too disappointed. The important thing is not to lose a goal here. This is Gascoigne. It's better play by him. Stephen Wright. Todorov matches him all the way and concedes the free kick. The Belgian referee, Eric Blaru, immediately awards it. So Hateley is poised on the far side of the area. Goff has come up to join him. It's Gascoigne who strikes it, but that's a poor one. In comes Robertson. Rangers failing to take advantage of the set pieces. 2 tall players move to the far end of the area, and Gascoigne hits a low one right into the middle. This is Ferguson. Loudred. It's poor play by him. Here comes Robertson. Loudred follows up. And he's got the throw in. Cypriot players wasting some time, but the referee added more than 3 minutes stoppage time at the end of the first half, and he'll have plenty at the end of the match if they continue with the time wasting. Of course, it was a famous occasion a few years back when Scotland played in Cyprus. The referee added on the best part, I think it was 8 minutes. Stately climbing for that one. Nice little knockdown there by Gogic. And the referee immediately awards the free kick, and David Robertson, who clearly held Ishiras, is shown the yellow card, so it puts him under pressure for the rest of the match.
Interesting thing is, although Rangers brought on another striker in Gordon Jury, the Cypriots, the bit of joy they had the first half, they'll be looking and thinking about defender less to compete with. They'll be looking and thinking we can get any more joy this half. I'll have to see how Rangers handle that.
This is Todorov playing the ball through, and Gogic is onside. And it was Richard Goff who got in that header. Now it's Gascoigne. Nice little touch to get away from Kyriakov. That's the first time he's really managed that. Well, it's Gascoigne. Now it's Laudrup. Laudrup trying to find a way through, and the referee refuses to give a free kick. Now it's Gascoigne. Still it's Gascoigne. And it was Panayi who made another tremendous challenge. The little sweeper getting the ball away. It was Laudrup just a moment before that, moving forward, looks up for the free kick, but didn't get it. And then Panayi got in an excellent clearance as Gascoigne threatened. So Robertson, who managed the long throw, aims it in towards Haitley. And the referee has stepped in anyway and awarded a free kick after the challenge by Haitley.
Well, he obviously underestimated the throw of Robertson because he was standing in front of Haitley's behind him, yes. I thought he was looking to get away with it.
So the goalkeeper going in there with Haitley, and the referee immediately awarded the free kick. So it's Rangers trying to get forward again, but Gascoigne loses out to Kyriakov. McCall digs in hard, but again the Cypriots respond well. They've got good close control. It's well cut out by McLaren. This is Ferguson to Goff. Now it's Wright. Ferguson again. This is Goff. McCall. And the Cypriots getting everyone behind the ball. Here comes Gascoigne now. Kyriakov going with him. And that's a corner kick. So Richard Goff and Alan McLaren move forward in the hope that they can do something here. So Rangers have been disappointing from the set pieces so far. Haitley goes into the near post. Goff's up there as well. Again, there's no real challenge. And it's out for the throw to Anorthosis. Well, the Cypriot club displaced, originally from Famagusta, but having to play out of Larnaca since the island split in 1974. They still retain Famagusta in the title as they hope to go back there someday. 20 odd years now they've been away from home, and their support obviously split all around the country as well. Their average crowds are only around the 4,000 mark. There's Laudrup now trying to find an opening. Haitley comes in, but the goalkeeper has it. Well, the ball almost breaking Rangers' way, and that's certainly what they need. Was Laudrup in possession. But touch there by Ferguson. Took a deflection off the defender, but the goalkeeper reacted well.
Well, I haven't had a clear-cut opportunity, Rangers, so far this half, but at least they're keeping them at bay at the other end. Actually, they started it 10 minutes ago. Haven't really threatened too much, the Cypriots.
So Gascoigne held there. Free kick to Rangers. And in a hurry to get on with things. Stephen Wright starts a run. It's played shot there to Jury. Gascoigne. Now it's Laudrup. Robertson's running forward in support. Here he is. Getting in the cross, looking for Haitley. But again, the goalkeeper responds. Panayotou takes that one comfortably.
He's actually surprised me now, the keeper. I thought the first half there the ball came over and he flapped it when he punched it when he should have held it, but he's held the last couple, so they're going to have to be perfect balls and into the box for now to get the better of the keeper.
Panayotou is the international keeper. He has 8 caps so far and is fast becoming the #1 choice of the Cypriot team. So 55 minutes gone. Still no scoring here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers with it all to do. And the Cypriots using the ball well. And applause for Stephen Wright. This is Ferguson. Plays it through to Laudrup. Nice turn by him, but again, defenders queuing up for him. This is Gascoigne. Robertson. And looking for Haitley. Haitley claiming there was a nudge on him, but certainly from here there didn't seem to be an awful lot in it. And the big striker, no doubt, becoming frustrated.
I'd love to see Gascoigne
packed tonight.
Sorry, Jack. I'd love to see Gascoigne getting on the ball a wee bit more and going and on that. And there's a wee threat there, 2 or 3 minutes to go. You need to get a free kick outside the box because you get Stuart McCallney and Ferguson will go and fill in for him. It only takes one to fill in, but I certainly like to see him on the ball a bit more.
This is Jury challenging. That's a free kick. Jury did well. Being chased all the way by Andreu. He was a player you'll remember was stretchered off in the first half and going in late there. So the free kick to be taken by Gascoigne. Well, the referee has taken a tumble just outside the penalty area and of course gets the usual sympathy. So the goalkeeper commits himself, gets the touch. Rangers failing to capitalise, putting no pressure on the goalkeeper or the defence, and that's a stumble by Wright, and it's Toileroff coming through. And they're pouring players forward, it's Ashidas. And the shot going in from Gogits. Well, Toileroff pounced there as the ball went in behind Wright, and Gogits it was who got in the final shot. 3 players sprinting forward. And another real let-off for Rangers.
Well, they certainly made a mess of that, so they had another glorious opportunity. The big fella wasn't the be going, just getting in the box on his left foot. But another let-off.
Well, Gogits has scored 50 goals in the last couple of seasons. Coming so close there. Another warning for Rangers. And they really will do well to get through the 90 minutes tonight without losing a goal. The Cypriots have had several clear-cut opportunities. This is Laudrup. Nice little touch to Wright. And looking for Haitley. Gascoigne was in there, but couldn't get a touch on the ball. But Rangers need more of this to get the ball in for Haitley's knockdowns, and he needs players running in support to put it away. This is Hitley. Gascoigne. Rushing that one. Kiriakov gets the touch. So Shuri's playing it back. Panayi. Shuri's again. Kiriakov. It's Gascoigne for Rangers. To Goff. Ferguson. Robertson starts to run down the left. White is on the other side, but again, it's not a good pass. Giving Laudrup enough work to do. Again, the Cypriots breaking comfortably. This is Todorov. Going on to the return from Gogic. Now it's Goff for Rangers. McCall switching the play to Robertson. So that's an hour gone. Still no scoring here at Ibrox. Rangers having a tougher night than perhaps they expected. This is Laudrup. Wright goes on the outside. It's Stephen Wright with a bit of space here. Jury's in at the near post. But again, it ends in disappointment, and it's a goal kick.
It was disappointing. I mean, it's a lovely weighted pass from Laudrup. The defender lost Stephen Wright. If he just stands it up in the air and gives Big Hitley a chance, that's all you're asking for tonight.
So a great cheer goes up as Charlie Miller starts to warm up. The 19-year-old player who was such a hit in the domestic scene last season. And perhaps ready to make his European debut. He's certainly a player who can create openings. I've said often in the past that McCall and Ferguson are too similar. They failed to create anything so far tonight. This is Jury, Gascoigne. It's Ferguson! Well, Ian Ferguson with that powerful shooting of his. And hopes rising, but it was wide of target, and that's certainly a strength of his game. But he just fielded himself and McCall too much of a sameness in the midfield area. And perhaps now Charlie Miller will come into things. Here come Rangers again. Robertson. Again, this team have done their homework because they've managed to stem the runs of Robertson and Wright, both very pacey players, and they haven't been able to get in behind the defence. This is McLaren looking for Hitley. Again, the goalkeeper commits himself and goes in bravely. Well, any questions there might have been about the goalkeeper, he's certainly answered in the early stages of this second half. Here come Rangers again, it's Laudrup. Jury's just ahead of him. Gascoigne's calling for it. Gascoigne trying to find an opening, it's McCall. Flipping it forward! Well, so close. Gascoigne twisting and turning, getting the ball through to McCall. A switch of feet by him, he saw the keeper off his line, and he wasn't far away.
Very close. You could have given the defenders a bit of credit. They smothered Paul Gascoigne. Couldn't get a shot off, but Stuart McCall, very unlucky there. But a wee bit better and a better atmosphere in the place.
Robertson attacking the ball. Ball's in behind Castanis. Gets it away. Well, the Rangers support giving plenty of encouragement. The Cypriots with just a couple of hundred supporters here tonight. This is Ferguson. Now it's Stephen Wright. Again, it breaks down. McLaren goes in, commits himself, and he's held off there by Gogic. Rangers in a hurry to get on with things. It's Laudrup. Manages to bust his way through. Still it's Laudrup in the left foot. And a great save by the goalkeeper. Well, there seemed to be absolutely no way through for Laudrup. defender after defender coming in. He stumbled through. Another little burst of pace there, change of direction, and the goalkeeper made the save. In comes Haitley now. Well, both McCall and Laudrup coming close in the last few moments, but again, Rangers have got to watch this team on the break. Shudis coming forward, showing good close control, but he hammers that one off Robertson. Much to Rangers' relief. Now it's Gascoigne. Certainly a better second half by Rangers, but still much to do here. Still no scoring. With 64 minutes showing on the stadium clock. And this is Haitley. Forward comes David Robertson in support. Now it's McCall. Gascoigne. Haitley. Again, Anorthosis standing firm. Now it's McLaren. Looking for Jury. So it's Jury. Moving it now to right. McCall's on the far side. But that was a good cover from Shudis, the midfield player, getting back. It's Shudis again. Trying to keep possession. Challenge going in from Ferguson. Rangers have it again. McCall laying it off to Ferguson. Now it's Gascoigne. Well, he gave Stephen Wright a bit to do there. It's Gascoigne again. Jury. Good first time touch to Stephen Wright. Playing it into the feet of Jury, he lays it off to McCall. Oh, that one, I think, clipping off the top of the crossbar. Well, it broke kind of awkwardly for McCall. He still managed to get in the shot. It was played into his feet. He took a touch on it, and the ball just touching the top of the crossbar. Well, Rangers now about to make the change as we watch another replay of that one, certainly clipping the crossbar. Well, Ian Ferguson is going off. And Charlie Miller comes on to huge applause. He's just 19 years of age, his birthday there in the month of March. And signed just 3 years ago from the Rangers Boys Club. He actually made his debut for Rangers in between the Levski games a couple of years ago. So let's hope that's not some kind of an omen. And again, Anorthosis looking forward, but Rangers regain possession. He certainly is a creative player, is Charlie Miller, and here he gets a touch. Stephen Wright taps away on the far side. That's a well-weighted pass to the full-back. So we're midway through the second half, still no scoring. That was an excellent pass from Charlie Miller, and the defender did well to block Stephen Wright. Goff. Cross to Robertson.
He is a very creative player, Charlie Miller, but I think at this minute in time, you could Paul Gascoigne to do it. I'm hoping the rest of the game we charge going to find himself getting in the box more from midfield. We certainly need a few more bodies in there.
Yeah, it's Charlie Miller. Now you just wonder about Paul Gascoigne in terms of stamina. The number of games he's played in recent seasons, and he certainly got that ball through. Jury! Yes! Gordon Jury scores for Rangers!